Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Monday, July 31st, and we are here trying to help you make better financial decisions. Doesn't have to be the best, just better. And in fact, if you have a big life event that's going on and you'd like some input as to how that might impact your financial world, then give us a holler. All you need to do is go to our website, jillonmoney.com. Click the Contact Us button and do let us know if you would be willing to come on the air live. Mark does everything else. While you're on the website, sign up for the free weekly newsletter. Check out all the great stuff on the blog. Buy my book, The Great Money Reset, because I feel like people are resetting every single day. And this is your framework so that you can reset your life safely. You can change your work, you can change your wealth, and you can even change your life. There are 10 bold steps that will help you turn chaos into opportunity. You can also subscribe to our new service. It's called Jill on Money Live. This is where you have access to quarterly live webinars and lots of cool bonus content that Mark and I are conjuring up all the time. Okay. Today, Mark, very nice. We've got a Midwestern. Is this officially Midwestern? What's the right way to describe Nebraska? Lee from Nebraska. How do you want it described so I do it the right way?
The plains.
Well, yeah, it could be the plains or the heartland.
Oh, I like the heartland. From the heartland of the United States, Lee from Nebraska. How can we help you out today, Lee?
So I am looking for help. I have accomplished a lot of goals and I'm just ready for something new. So just a few things about me. Little to no indebtedness. We own our house. There's no car payment, no student loans, no credit card payment. My mom does the daycare for my 7-month-old daughter. It's really an ideal situation. We've been aggressively saving for retirement, or what I would consider aggressively saving. And then I recently changed jobs. Both my husband and I have, and we're doing so much better. Really having our daughter has just been, she is our lucky charm. And so we're doing very well. After we get done with everything, I have around $2,000 extra a month, and I want to build something great. I don't want to waste money. I feel like I'm making all those appropriate contributions to 401k and IRA and HSA. I want to diversify and build my portfolio. And I'm here today because I'm hoping you can help me with that.
All right. So Lee, you're rocking and rolling, which is great. So I just want to make sure I get some of the other details. How old are you?
I am 31.
Oh my God, the ripe old age. And your husband is how old?
36.
Okay. You're both working full time?
Yes.
Okay. How much do you guys earn together?
$160,000.
Okay. Are you both maxing out retirement plans?
My job will not allow me to get started for another 4 months for my 401k, but my plan is to get the company contribution and all of that. And then while I've been waiting, I've been contributing to my IRA. Now, my spouse, he just moved over to a union company. They give a nice pension. So we're both he's utilizing the employer match while I'm waiting to get in on mine.
Okay. And to be clear, when you said IRA or Roth IRA are you using?
Roth IRA.
Okay, got it. And so this is a new job. Do you have money from an old retirement account floating around?
Yeah, so I have been changing jobs over the past 10 years. In total, from prior employers, I have about $40,000.
Great. And have you consolidated all of those accounts?
I haven't. So, for one of them, it was with the state, so there was no penalty for keeping it there. My other one, I had a high enough balance where I could leave it as is and nothing would happen. My recent change, I had left it there. It's kind of floating out there. I should probably move it.
And what about the current plan? Do you have any details on that yet?
No, not a lot of details. Since I got you, is there something I should be looking for or asking about with that one?
Well, I would just want to know what is the firm where the money is going to be held. So is it like a Fidelity or is it a big insurance company? Because it may be easier to consolidate in the place where you are now. So I would just look for, number one, where is this account held? what are the investment options? And then, of course, some of the details about, you have the details of the match so far or not? Do you know how much you have to contribute to get their match?
6%.
And they match dollar for dollar up to 6%, or is it 50 cents on the dollar?
No, it's supposed to be dollar for dollar.
Oh, that's great. I mean, I would just again, if it's a good company, I would just stick to the current plan, roll everything in and not worry just because it's easier. And when you have $40,000 and it's in disparate places, it can just get tough to manage it. So it's just easier when it's in one place. And what about your husband? Does he have a bunch of old money floating around also?
Yes, but not as high of balances. So he really only has two.
Mm-hmm.
And so one was with the state. The other one, it was like just very low employer contribution. I think if he has $4,000 in it, I think we'd be lucky.
Okay, so let's go on here. I'm so excited about your $2,000 a month. So you have a 7-month-old daughter. Have you started any sort of education plan for her, or is there something else that you're thinking about that you'd like to do? What's your idea around how to manage that?
Yeah, so we have a 529 account set up for her. We've been
Great.
making contributions to it. And then my parents have a 529. So what I've been doing is paying them for the daycare costs, or, what I should be paying. They've been rolling it into a 529. Between the two accounts, we have about $8,000 saved already.
Wow, that's such a great idea. This is like a sinking fund. It's great. So of the $2,000 a month extra, is that beyond what you're now doing in the 529?
Yeah, so that's beyond. I've thought about putting even more money aside for 529. We're thinking about adopting. It's just easier to save while you don't have the additional obligation.
Yeah, no kidding. And when you said, I just want to just double check, you said we own our home, meaning you have no mortgage, right?
I don't have a mortgage.
I didn't think so. So do you think that you will be moving? Like, what should we plan on? Because part of this would be, okay, so the reason why I'm asking all these questions is I'm thinking like $2,000 a month. What should we do with it? You mentioned you already have a brokerage account, right?
It's a mutual fund.
And what is that mutual fund?
Oh, the balance is only like $3,000. I haven't been doing it very long.
Do you know where it's held? Or like what company? Is it a firm? Is it a bank? Is it directly with a mutual fund company? Do you know?
It's with Edward Jones. So
now are you dealing with an Edward Jones broker?
Yes.
Is that Edward Jones broker doing anything else for you?
He is managing the Roth.
How much is in the Roth about?
About 21,000.
Great. And same for your husband, or a little bit less? What do you got?
He doesn't have one, so we've looked at setting one up. I just haven't decided to do it.
Is there some reason that you want to stay with Edward Jones? Because it's a somewhat expensive way to manage this money that you're putting away. So is this like a family friend, a relative, or something like that?
Oh, no, nothing like that. I was trying to get started like 10 years ago, had no idea what I was doing. My mom said, why don't you call them up and see what they can help you with? And that's how I got started.
Okay, good. Very good. Then what I would say is this. I believe that you probably do not need Edward Jones to help you with this. It doesn't mean that they're bad people. It's just that it's expensive. So what I would be interested in doing is establishing an account at some company where you can just put this stuff on autopilot. So here's the biggies. When I talk about this with people, I just want everyone to know I have no horse in this race. Okay. These are the companies that provide very cheap access to investing. Okay. So they include Vanguard and Fidelity and Charles Schwab and E-Trade and T. Rowe Price. These are the big companies that essentially allow you to invest almost for free. The reason we would like you to think about this, Lee, is that we can help you put this $2,000 a month on autopilot, and you can just feed it into these accounts, some in the Roth and maybe some in the brokerage, and then also put some money in the 529 plan. But the one thing I'm just trying to get my mind around is so you mentioned adoption maybe. Like I'm trying to figure out, is there some money that we need to keep set aside for adoption, for a larger home? Like what do you think is going to happen?
Oh, that's the trouble. It's wide open right now. I've sat some money aside. It's my backup money, so it's only like $15,000 extra, or for backup money. I think it would be good to probably upgrade or buy a bigger house at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really think houses are an investment, and like moving's a hassle.
It totally is. I mean, look, what you could do of the $2,000, we need to think about a couple of things. There's like this 4-month period where you've got the 2,000, but then once that period is up, I'd love to hear back from you, and you'll tell us, where's the new retirement plan held? Is it at a big company? Should we be putting money in there? Do they have a Roth option, or is it just a traditional? You're going to keep using your Roth IRA. And you should definitely make sure that, that is funded. Did you already fund for this year, the Roth IRA, by the way?
I'm pretty close to being done or capping out on that. So I only have like $500 left, and then I'll reach the goal.
Okay, great. And so Mark, what do you think in terms of the split among all of these different accounts, and knowing that priorities can shift as well?
That is true. I mean, I do think they should probably open up a Roth IRA for her husband as well. That would knock down $6,500 right there. Again, like you said, let's see how the retirement plan looks. Her plan, maybe it's something that we really want to pour a lot of money into. Maybe it's with Vanguard. Who knows? Like, how much are you paying your parents every month in daycare? Like, how much is going indirectly into that 529?
So it's like $840.
If that's being rolled into the 529 every month, I'm actually okay with that. That's a good number. So the $2,000, again, see what your retirement plan looks like. But I would think the bulk of it would go into a brokerage account.
Yeah, I would think brokerage and retirement split between the two, depending, right? Because again, we're being careful about this, because at the very least for the next 4 months, you know what I would do? So we have $2,000 a month. Let's do $2,000 a month into a Roth IRA for your husband and get that done. And then let's wait and see, when you have details about the retirement plan, get in touch with us. Just say, here's the plan, here's what they offer, and then we can make a decision about what to do. But I just want to be clear. We are suggesting in an overall basis that you leave Edward Jones and you move into a cheaper investing environment. And that's going to take some work on your part. It's going to mean you're going to either, do you have a, if you have a local Fidelity officer, you get on the phone at Vanguard and you say, I have these accounts at Edward Jones and I would like to transfer them to you. That's exactly what you're saying. And then you get those established, and then we start automatically contributing to these accounts. That's kind of what the bigger picture is. Make sense?
I love it. I can do it.
Okay. Now, one other little line of questioning. Do you guys have life insurance?
So I only have a policy on my husband. He does volunteer firefighting. You can get it through the state. It's a $500,000 policy, but it would be a line of duty death. I don't carry one on myself. Very long longevity, low indebtedness, those sorts of reasons. I don't really see the risks, so I haven't been.
Because you just don't think you're going to die. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Wait a second. I want to just smash your dream right now. Let me just blow your mind. First of all, I don't care if you have longevity, young lady. Bad things can happen. You can step off a curb and get hit by a bus. So you guys both need $500,000 of 20-year level term life insurance policy. You're young and you're healthy. You have to get this. You have to get this. Because it is too cheap not to insure that risk. It doesn't matter whether or not you have longevity, because bad things can happen out of the blue. It's just like car insurance. You hope you never need it. And so you really need that. And you guys need estate documents. You have wills?
Yeah, I can't seem to convince
she's got longevity. She's got plenty of time to do it. Just, Lee, indulge me. And let me just tell you, you guys need to get a will, a power of attorney, and a healthcare proxy. You both need that. Very important. Now, do you have any friends who are lawyers?
Actually, I do.
All right, good. Talk to your friend who's a lawyer and say, this pain in the ass chick from New York told me I needed a will, a power of attorney, and a healthcare proxy. Can you or someone who's cheap just draft that for me and the hubby? We need to get this down on paper, and they'll do the rest, and you'll pay some money for it. So you'll need this $2,000 a month, by the way, to pay for some of this. And then I want you to go online, go to Haven Life, go to Policy Genius. I want you to go and get yourselves $500,000 of 20-year level term life insurance for you and also for your husband. And I hope that you are cursing me every time that bill comes due. All right?
Yeah, I can do it.
All right.
It'd be a fun problem to have.
All right. Lee, enjoy your cursing of me. We thank you so much. That is Lee from Nebraska. Now, if you've got some extra cash flow from a variety of reasons, these things happen, give us a holler. Go to JillOnMoney.com, click the Contact Us button. Let us know if you'd be willing to come on the air. And while you're there, don't forget to sign up for the free weekly newsletter and subscribe to the Jill on Money live subscription service. It's so great. And you can also donate to my Cycle for a Cause, 275 miles to raise awareness for HIV and AIDS. So please do that. Okay, lift someone up, change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.